What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday, Blues Day morning. Cheers to all of you. Cheers out there, laddies and lads, lassettes, and all that stuff. I got to go Irish because I saw myself Sinners this weekend, and of course, all the bad vampires are Irish. I was kind of catches you off guard, but I was hello, just starting to work with the mouth today. All right, what the heck? Let's just roll it. Grab a drink, grab a snack, because it's time for the morning mug. Let's go, y'all. Hey, my friends, welcome back to the morning mug. Now let's chat. All right, here we go. Yes, just getting the mouth working, y'all. Hang on. There we go. All right. All right, you know what time it is, y'all. We dive right in here, and we throw up the morning mug. Welcome to the morning mug, everybody. Your morning dose of entertainment with a side order of Huck's Mojo. That's what we're all about, man. It's a pretty good weekend, gotta say. Like I said, saw Sinners. Really liked it. Check out my review on that. I wasn't sure what to expect. I was kind of going in low expectations. I was like, this is a vampire movie? Like, it's one of those tropes where I was like, oh, all right. You know, it's like it's trying not to. Anyway, we'll get to that. Don't get ahead of yourself, Hux. Just slow your roll, bro. We're going to talk about box office here in a minute when everybody's ready. What else? All kinds of funky news. We're going to talk a little bit about Thunderbolts. I think it's very important because the projection of the Thunderbolts is coming in much lower than expected, like around 70 mil or something. So it's not even up there with Captain America 4. So what do y'all think of that? What do you think? Do you think, yeah, that makes sense? Or I expected it looks so much better than that. So I'm expecting higher numbers. There is what they call walk-in numbers. This is the only way they can really track it is pre-sales, right? I mean, you can't track someone's brain. Like, I know I want to go see it, but they're not tracking me because I buy it pretty much when I walk into the door. And that's how I go. So, so if there's a lot of people that are just going to buy it when they walk up, that'll alter that number. But anyway, let's just get to you guys. The most important part of this thing is you guys say, Huck, pretty bad. Oh yeah, I read about you lost your 4K player, man. Boo, bummer, dude. That's a bummer. So hopefully you get a new one soon and get them teeth filled and all that good stuff. Good morning, Adrian James. I'm doing good. And you, Mr. Moody? Look at that. Wait, you got your mug? I'm going to match it right here. We go. I don't, son. There we go. Mr. Huck in the Chatlins. Love it. What's up, Chatlins? Jeffrey. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. Luke Ponto is here, the punt master. What's up, my dude? Hey, man. Just, chilling. What you got in your hands there? You got some sort of cool flick in your hand. Can't tell from the circle, but I'm sure it's awesome. Let's say who else saying, hey, all right, everybody's getting some haze in. Craig is here. Double feature podcast. Aw, good morning, ladies. Mika, Kira, Mika, whoever's there. Good morning to both or one or all. Or always a pleasure to have the twins on. Hello, Huck. Almost here. How you doing? Have you had breakfast? I always do. Yeah, when I'm getting the girls out in the morning, I'm gonna have to add it up. Yeah, this is my daughter's senior year. She got about a month left. I'm gonna have to add up all the lunches I've made since she was in kindergarten because I've been pretty much the go-to lunch guy, and because of that, I'm also making my wife lunches for her get out and go. So, I'm like Mr. Mom in the morning, so I got to get them out and going. Like, Alice, got to hand them the bag. They're out the door. Some days I actually bring Brooke to school too. Like the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, those are my days because they gave me Tuesday. So wife took Tuesday, Thursday to take her in. And so there you go, man. So yeah, I've had breakfast, just cereal and a banana. That's all I ever have time for to be able to get back here. I don't want to do dishes and cook and stuff. Sinners is our favorite movie. Yeah, girls. Oh, man. I cannot wait to talk about Sinners because I'm going to tell you, I didn't think I was going to like it. Oh, but was I wrong? Sinners was awesome. Yeah, Luke. Yeah, right? It was. Uh-huh. I started watching Locked at work this morning, and it's really solid so far. I haven't heard of Locked. I have to look into that. It's Mika. Hello, darling. Hello, of course. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Speaking about vampire, what movie really scared you and trauma when you were, I don't know, any traumatized? Well, I'll take that back. When I saw The Exorcist in the theater, I was a youngling. I was a young chatlin at the time. And, this is in the 80s, I was a teenager. And I had the ridiculous idea to go see it as a midnight movie. We had a lot of midnight movies in our town in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, y'all. And don't do that. The sound, oh my God, I just got the chills. The sound design in that theater, because I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you see it in home theater, you're just not going to get the same experience that I had unless you have a really good tune home theater where things crawl around the room, because the voices were, I mean, they were moaning like right behind your neck into the side of you and the front of you. Like the moans that Reagan was making were coming from everywhere. And I was like this, man, like, oh my God. Like that was chilling. That was chilling. And, and I haven't had any other horror movie really do that. I've been like scared, like, oh my God, or grossed out because of the gore and stuff like that. But nothing got under my skin quite like the moans of Reagan just sort of right on the back of your neck. I was trippy. So I'll give you that one. I wonder if Huck had another emergency young in school run. No, not today. Not today. She's feeling much better. Thank you very much, Mr. Moody. Appreciate that. She just had a stomach bug like all last week for like 4 days. I had the same thing. Of course, I was an idiot because I ate bad turkey. Thought it was good though. Smelled it, gave it a little taste. I'm like, oh, this is fine. Oh, taste buds must have been off that day, y'all, because I basically poisoned myself. So, in fact, I think it was that morning, like of the morning mug, I was feeling off because I had it like Monday. And then ever since that, right after the mug, man, I was done. I couldn't eat regular food for like 4 or 5 days. It was just the brat diet. Have you heard of the brat diet? It's basically bananas. That's the B, rice. A is the applesauce, and T is toast. So I basically did Brit. I didn't do the A because I don't like applesauce, but I did bananas, rice, and toast for like 5 days, and that's what we gave her. And she's now good. She's eating with. We had a good Easter. How was y'all's Easter? We had a fantastic Easter. Had friends come over. Her appetite was back. We had delicious ham. Yours truly whipped up a glazed ham like nobody's business, and some other goodies for those who didn't eat meat. And yeah, oh my gosh, it was such just a good weekend. So yeah, we're good. How about y'all? Let me know. How was your weekend? I got to know, the huckster wants to know how y'all did this weekend. I didn't see anything new this weekend, but planning for The Accountant 2. Yep, that's what I'm going to go see until Dawn double feature. Yeah, I don't know if I can squeeze in a double feature, but Accountant 2, because I watched that. I hadn't seen The Accountant, but I did find it during one of my swap meets or something like that. So it's been on my shelf. So I was like, time to put it in. And I really enjoyed the first Accountant. If you guys haven't seen The Accountant, it's a good movie. Basically Ben Affleck's character has got this form of autism that gives him laser focus, and he can't get things done until he's finished. Like it must go from point A to point B without fail. And yeah, and he's just really good in it. John Bernthal, right? The Punisher is also in this film. Well, let's see. What do I say? I'll just say, okay, so if you've seen how do I tee this up? And Jeff, you'll know it. I had not seen The Accountant, but I saw the trailers for The Accountant 2, which of course gives something away about The Accountant 1. So the whole time, the twist in The Accountant is what you learn from the trailer of Accountant 2. So I was like, oh, okay, Jeff knows what I'm talking about. You can't avoid it. I mean, the second movie is all about The Thing. How's that for vague? Probably not vague enough. I love being a dad. It's the best thing about life. It seems you love it too. I do, man. I do. I just love it. Y'all, but looking. I already got her this cute thing for college. I found this thing on Amazon. It's actually beautiful. It's got these great scribes next to it. It's a little necklace with a little jewel in it. It's probably not a diamond because of the cost, right? But it's a pretty piece of necklace jewelry, and it's got all these little cute things, that tells her how much I love her and what a strong woman she's going to be when she grows up. And then at the very bottom, it's like, I can't promise um I'll be here for the rest of your life, but I can promise to love you for the rest of mine. Oh, and I thought that was so sweet. Oh, so I bought that for her. And I also realized I should probably tell the wife I'm buying her something cool like that, because if I just give her that and then she's like, "What? We're giving her gifts?" And then this is like so sentimental. I know my wife. You guys have seen Becky on here before. She's a super loving person, and if I didn't let her know I was doing that, because she would want to do something like that too, I wouldn't have heard the end of it, y'all. So I showed it to her. She's like, "Oh my god, now I gotta find something." I'm like, "Got you back, man." So yeah, and the only reason I'm saying all this is because I know full well Brooke isn't going to watch my show, but she got her matching earrings that has a scripture in it, from the mother, from your mom. So we got her a little matching earring and necklace set. So, which is funny because she doesn't really wear jewelry, but what are you going to do? Locked stars Bill Skarsgård, Anthony Hopkins. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, breaks into the car. I've heard about that. Right. So it's good? Oh, okay, cool. I need a new show. Wilkie! Greetings, Mr. Wilk. That's right, the core master has arrived. We can all begin to partay. Look at that. Everybody's digging it. Mr. James. Oh, never mind. I was just all froze up. Uh-oh. Let's see. Hey, look, man. This weekend was great. Went to see the family in New Jersey. Oh, fabulous. We had great weather too, man. It was so good. I was doing too much too. I went out in my backyard and I just looked at it because it's just been laying there for like a year. I'm like, okay, let's clean up the backyard. Well, not the backyard didn't need clean, but all the furniture is like tipped over because of the wind. You don't want the chairs blowing out the lawn or whatever. So, pick up all the chairs, uncover the summer, because I have this cool little couch thing, like U-shaped couch thing that I had a home theater in the back. So just gussied up the outdoors in case people wanted to go outside. And sure enough, we spent the bulk of the time outside, and it was delightful. Just delightful. Michael, what's going on, man? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I don't know where it came from, but also voice cracked at the same time. Knock it off, Huck. Say, hey, Huck, my Tombstone 4K is arriving today, and I hope Lethal Weapon 2 worked for my last week's movie challenge. Oh, were you watching that for last week? See, I thought that was for something else. Well, technically, we'll get to that. It's the second film. Remember, if you look at the thing, it's the second sequel in a franchise, in quotes, the third movie. So it's like, so if it's Lethal Weapon 1, Lethal Weapon 2, you would watch Lethal Weapon 3. But it's all good, man. Just watch what you watch, challenge is just there. It's just to pick movies and have fun and go nuts. But I mean, technically, if you're going up what the challenge was, it was watch the third movie, which I will get to very shortly, what I watched. Not sure I noticed it. I've not seen the first Accountant movie, but some friends want to do a double feature. I'm planning on it. Okay, cool. I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing. You just have to go see it. So was I haven't seen The Accountant 1. I'll only see it on YouTube. Yeah, check it out. It's good. It's good, man. It's good. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. Craig, you nailed it. There's an Amazon. So let's talk about that for a quick, hearty second. So I was very excited. The first thing I saw is this was on Sue's channel. Sue, Movies and Sue popped this up, and she told us about that. And she even gave us the link, which I love because she's so true. When you go there, you can't just organically find the 3 for 3. You can't, it's like, it's not on their front page. You have to know about it and you have to find it. So I appreciate just getting the link straight to it. In fact, hold on, let's see. I was going to put the link up. If anybody has that link, I don't have it ready to go find. But if you got the link, yeah, share it, man. Let's share with the fans and the friends out here. But for me, man, the first one I saw, like almost the second row, was Godzilla -1. I'm like, here we go, man. I'm gonna get Godzilla -1. Finally gonna get the Wild Robot poster right back there, yo. And the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, because I heard last time some of you guys got Wild Robot and Planet of the Apes as part of the three. And I'm like, oh man, I hope they bring that back. So I'm pretty sure that they just keep rotating titles every time they do one of these. So now I've got one here that I want to get because look, if you're a big collector like we are, even though they got, what was it? I don't know, 500 titles, 300. It's not that many, honestly. But I don't want to force a 3 for 33. So all I could find was Godzilla -1. So if I have to, I guess I can find two others, but those are the three I want for that deal, man. And then if I wait for the other two to become a part of the deal, I feel like Godzilla's going to drop off the list. And then I'll have to find a third one for the other two. That'll be a little easier, though, than just, finding one extra one that, oh, okay, I'll get that. Then, like, two, you have to go. Huh. But what about y'all? Has anybody else jumped on the Amazon 3 for 33? Craig, what'd you get? Did you get something? Nice. Gotta watch it, man. Gotta watch it and then go see the other one. Oh, Minecraft box office, baby. It's doing good. Like it's doing good. Hey, and last check, I know it was over 700 mil. So we're gonna give you a count right now where we're at. Oh, yeah, still over. So it's about 717 mil worldwide, 343 right here in the good old US of A. Well, somebody's trying to trash the good old US of A, but it's not my fault. But anywho, there it is. Worldwide 717. If it keeps going, it'll be close, y'all. Can it chug out another 300 and hit that billion mark? It's gonna be close, man. It's gonna be close, especially with everything that's coming out. Obviously, Accountant 2 isn't gonna nip it too much, but as soon as Thunderbolts hits and then Mission Impossible and Lilo and Stitch kick in and all that stuff, then it's gonna drastically. But that is a month away for those two movies. Thunderbolts is May 2nd. So we still get a couple more weeks for Minecraft to just mine the gold, baby. Mine the gold. Let's see. I went with Critters 3. I'm loving the challenge. Oh, Critters 3, baby. Just because it keeps me in check and try to watch new stuff. Yeah. So here, I love it. Since you guys brought it up. Oh, let's see. And you watched Roman Holiday the other day and loved it. Dude, I love that movie. I'm now a big Audrey. Dude, that's exactly, Michael, what happened to me. It's like I hadn't really been like an Audrey, and not that I wasn't her fan. I just hadn't watched any of her things. And then my buddy Tim over at Tim Talks Talkies, he's a big Audrey Hepburn fan and was always like promoting certain things. And I think the first one I watched was Wait Until Dark. Absolutely highly recommend that. It's a Warner Archive title. Freaking fantastic. I think I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd. And so I have the Audrey Hepburn collection, the nice pink one that's got like 7 movies in it. And the first one of those I watched was Roman Holiday. Loved that. So 2 in a row, 5 stars for that movie as well. And now I'm an Audrey Hepburn fan, and I've seen most of the ones in the collection. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. But let's okay, hold on. You guys are still chiming in with your 3. Cool. You went with Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, a bit of a stinker though. I know, but you got to do it, man. I love it. Stinkers or not. So let's do it. I love that we're talking about it. I love it. I love that you guys are taking this challenge. You get me all excited. Let's go, because you guys are rock stars. Let's click. Which format do I want? Let's do this. No, Hug, put it on the other side, son. Go over here. Here? How's that? Does that work? That works all right, huh? Where does this put me? All right, so this is Taken 3. This is what I watched. So it's week 16 is a second sequel, third in a series. And look, I looked around the house and there were so many. I mean, look, any trilogy, right? But all the trilogies I have in the house, I've seen them all. And when I came across Taken, and look, I was thinking like, I want to rewatch The Guardians because I hadn't seen that since getting it on 4K. Or any of the Marvels, or Star Trek 3 or whatever. But I've seen them all, so I'm like, what is there a trilogy in here where I haven't seen the third one? Probably not. And then I came across here it is right here, y'all. That's what I got. The Taken collection, right there, man. It's the collection with a special set of skills. And It was not that great. So here's the thing. So you got look over here. You know, you got your cool cast. His daughter's back. You got Forrest Whitaker coming in as the cop who's trying to track him down, and of course, sadly, as you would see in the trailer, Famke Janssen's back as the wife, but only for a short time because she's killed, and that's the plot of the movie, which is good. I mean, you know, we love her, we love them together. And you know he would do anything for his family. This is the guy who's got those special sets. I always tell my daughter, look, don't you be all kidnapped and stuff. I ain't got no Liam Neeson set of skills. You know, I got YouTube skills. You know, it's like, we've got your daughter. I'm like, yeah, I'll make a video about it. I'll talk about you. I'll get hundreds of people to know about this, you know. So she's like, copy that, Dad. So she's learning her own skills. But there you go. So she gets moited, and he's framed for it. And of course, you know, he's not going to just go with the cops easy, because he knows if he goes, no one can solve the case. Like only Liam Neeson can use his special set of skills and find out who's at it. But the issue is, and you know, you see that little fight there is a fight. And a lot of good gun foo in this, but yeah, I feel like gun foo's done so well with John Wick. The reason I loved the first Taken is Liam really did. I'm not lying when I say when I watched the first Taken, I jumped out of my seat and started cheering when he was kicking those guys' asses to get his daughter back. Because having a daughter, like instantly, I just made myself him, Liam, right? I'm like, if I could do what he did, I would totally do what he's doing. Like, and I was getting fired up. Like I was connected to this character. And then 2, I don't even remember that well. I know I saw it, but it just doesn't leave a lasting impression. And then 3 was just, I don't know if it's because he's older, y'all, but the one thing I know a lot of you feel the same way. I love good, well choreographed action sequences where you see the fight, where you see the action. That's why John Wick is so good. You will see that they'll just hold the frame, and John Wick will do all this great stuff without a cut. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank you. That's why I'm a fan of John Wick so much. And we're back at it. Tight shots, close-ups, and rapid editing. I'm like, so either Liam can't move as fast as he used to, or they can't afford a good stunt coordinator, or both. So let's just get all up in that business and let's cut around in that business. And when we cut back out, he's taking them out. And I'm like, oh. So if that would have been good, if the action would have been good, I'd have been better with this movie, because it was like you take his wife, he's pissed, he's coming after you. It's great, and the couple of twists, you know, I'm like, all right, you know, they weren't anything like, oh my God. You're just like, yeah, I figured that was the twist, you know, those kind of things. So it could have been a solid 3. I'll be honest. Like it could have been easy, a good solid 3. You know, you watch it, you probably won't watch it again. I won't watch this one again. But because the lazy, you know, choreography with the fights, you know, I mean, it's good gun stuff. But in the first movie, it showed that Liam had other skills other than guns, and that's what I wanted to see. So that was my view. Was Taken 3 for the 52-week movie challenge. Yeah, y'all, I'm with you too. I'm having a blast. All you gotta do is just keep mixing it up. And look, and I'm glad I saw it because it was in my collection. I am a fan of this character, and you know, was hoping this would be a solid trilogy, but it's really just Taken 1 is the movie in this franchise that is worth repeat viewings and stuff like that. The cast is really good. You know, like I said, Forrest Whitaker, some people leave reviews. He's in it all of 10 minutes. He's actually in it more than that. But I love how sort of cavalier his character is. He smiles a lot, which is, I actually like that though, because a lot of people who have that role, you know, the cop chasing down the loose cannon, they're usually kind of serious. They get that serious look on their face. And Forrest knew, I'm not doing that. Everybody does that. And he would smile a lot. Like when he realizes that Liam's about to get the best of his men, he's like, huh. Like he'll smile like, this guy, I get it, you know. And he doesn't do it all. There is a time where he gets serious, you know, like there he is, go get him. Like he's playing you, go get him. Like he knows when to turn it off, and like he knows when now it's getting too close to his own men. But when he's eluding his men, it puts a smile on his face because he gets that he's finally probably always dealing with stupid people, you know, stupid criminals. And he knows when he's got a smart one because he's smart himself. He's sort of charmed by that. So yeah, I like that. And poor Famke, I love her, but bye bye, bye bye. But there you go. All right, y'all. That is Taken 3. The 52-week movie challenge will continue next week. So yeah, get on it, y'all. What else? What did everybody else watch? I'm dying to know what you watched for your third movie in the thing. Let's take a quick peek here. Just gonna look because I don't have it memorized. But let's see what you guys get to do for next week. Okay, so next week number 17 is going to be takes place in a high school. So get your high school picks ready to go, as we like to say. All right, let's get back to it, and we'll bounce to the box office here in just a second. Oh, I'm not sure if the chat is working right today. I tried to share the Amazon link sale. I haven't turned anything off, Jeff, so it should, because I know Caveman's always sharing everybody's, YouTube channels when we want them to go check them out. Maybe there's a thing where you can't share Amazon in the chats. Pretty sure I've done it. Oh, right. Oh, make it's so good, dudes and dudettes. So like Audrey Hepburn's blind in this movie, and it's brilliant. She's so good. And then these people come into her apartment. It's very creepy, and of course she has, like a lot of blind people. What they do is they set their place and they memorize their place, like how many steps and where things are. So if they bump into something, that means something's out of place. And of course, the bad guys don't really know this. So if a chair's moved a little bit wrong or this or that, like anything that minor, she'll know. And so that comes into play a lot in this film. And I was, it's funny. I was never a huge Alan Arkin fan growing up, probably because he did that awful Inspector Clouseau movie when Peter Sellers was already the ultimate Inspector Clouseau. I don't know why we had to give Alan Arkin one, but it was just awful. He was bad in it. It was a bad movie. I'm like, boy, this actor's horrible. So for a long time, I was, put off by anything he was in. And then all of a sudden, later in life, like his stuff, it started to, like, he was in Juno, and then I loved him in Argo. I'm like, man, this guy's really good. And then I just kept seeing all these things he was phenomenal in. And then when I watched Wait Until Dark, which he's also in, he's great. I'm like, oh, all right, then I guess he's done one stinker, and that was the first movie of his I happened to see, and that's too bad. But I'm making up for it, y'all. So whenever I see him in a movie, I actually get excited, which I kind of love. This is the beauty of film, right? Is if you've had a clunky experience, things can get turned around, or you'll like a movie that somebody else doesn't like, or I know that that's the magic. Like I was not a fan of his, and now I'm absolute fan, and now I miss him, when he passed away and all that stuff. Have you ever played Minecraft game before? Yes, actually. So my daughter Brooke, so she would play it all the time, and she would ask us to come in and mine with her, and she'd build the houses, and and it's funny because we would get lost or stuck, and like my wife would always be like, Brooke, I'm stuck in the mine, help. And she's like, remote. She take the remote. This is like, by the way, like 7 to 12, years of age. And she's like, crunched out the hole. The kid's like a genius. I said, someday you're gonna, if you marry some dude and he thinks he's a gamer, she's gonna smoke him. Like, this is where I learned. If any of you also have a daughter out there, you're gonna know this. Toy companies don't get girls at all. There was nothing, and I wouldn't even call her a tomboy, but there's nothing stereotypically girl. She didn't play with dolls. She didn't play with My Little Pony. And believe me, we bought her those things because she was fans of the show. She loves cartoons. So she loved My Little Pony cartoon and all these kind of things. But gaming wise, it was always video games. And I think every kid today is pretty much now video. I'm even surprised there's a toy section in stores anymore, because there's nothing she'll want to keep as an adult as sentimental. Like me, I've got toys all around me and stuff like that. And some of it's from when I grew up. She will never be that kid. And I'm telling you, we play this game called Roblox. If anybody knows that, it's like Roblox and Minecraft are the two things. The kid could smoke anybody. She would always finish a level. She'd always finish first. I'm like, wow, you're good. Like I tell you, that's why she wants to get into that as a career. She's going to be heading to college this fall, and it's all about computers and gaming. That's what she wants to do. So I get it. I get it. I hope she crushes it. Maybe she'll, get a big old house and daddy can live in the pool house out back, when he gets older. Nailed it. But there you go, man. So I have played, and that's why watching the movie, I had a better time than those who haven't seen it. Now I wouldn't say I'm like a deep player that knows every little, Easter egg in the movie. Like I didn't know the pig with the crown. I didn't know what that was. I learned about it after the fact. And like this isn't even a spoiler. I think I told you last time. This is something good to know when you go in. If you go see Minecraft, there's a moment where a pig comes out and he's wearing a crown. And they go, "Oh, who's that? Is that the king of the town?" And Jack Black goes, "No, that's a legend." And he says it just like that, and then they don't touch on it again. And basically, it's a reference to a Minecraft gamer, and I forget his name, sorry, but he was super famous. He was one of the most, ultimate Minecraft gamers, and he would have a YouTube channel and all that stuff. But he passed away of cancer, but he was very beloved, and that was literally just an Easter egg love letter just to him, to him. And knowing that the second time I went and saw it, it almost brought me to tears, right? Because I watched the video about him and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet that they did that. And then when you see it a second time, it means something. So when you go see it, that is something I totally want to, let you know what that Easter egg is, because otherwise you'll just be like, it's a pig with a crown and he called it a legend. It won't mean anything to you. But now, if you haven't seen it, you'll know, man, that pig is referencing just a wonderful guy that was like a big gamer in the world of Minecraft. I hope we get the first taken on 4K. Oh, that'd be good. By the way, are you here, Dave? I thought you'd be all, drilling those teeth. I thought you'd be out, but I'm glad you're here. Unless you haven't taken off yet, but I'm glad you're here. Hug, did you watch the first episode? I haven't. No, dude. I keep asking Becky, like, can we see it now? And I'm not in the mood. I'm like, all right, look, it's been a week. I'm just gonna have to watch it because the movies, shows like that, like at night, Becky's just wiped out from work, y'all. She's just beaten, and those things are kind of tense, and she doesn't want to get retensed after, like, she's trying to like decompress, which I get. I love her for that. You gotta let your woman decompress, man. So we haven't seen it yet, but I'm getting there. I love the first one. Taken 2 and 3, I don't like. Yeah, I didn't really like the ending. Yeah, right. I am. Yeah. I like some parts of Taken 2. Yeah. But I mean, Taken 1 is just so perfect. It's like, I just freaking love that movie. Caveman has that wrench. It might be it. Caveman has the wrench. Well, here, let's see. Well, I don't have the YouTube thing up. Hold on, Jeff. Hold on. Let's just see here. If I can, dole out a wrench today. I don't have any wrenches over here. How do I not have wrenches? All of you guys are wrench worthy. Let's see. On. I just realized my monetization button was turned off this morning's mug. I always do that. I never turn it on. It bugs me. All right, here I come. Get ready for my voice yakking away. And hey, all we did, listen to me yakking. Let's see. There you go. Boom. All right. There you go. Look, well, Adrian, he's got a wrench. He's a wrench. Let's see. Fish are in here a lot, right? Where'd fish go? Sorry, I don't normally get the. Let's see. Because, when you got there you go. Wilkie, you can be a wrench. Fish, there we go. And of course, fish. There you go, y'all. Sorry. There you go. So we got a couple wrenches in there. So let's see if that's kicked in yet. I don't know if they do it, but there it is. Oh, I see it now. Mr. Juggalo. Was that it? Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the trick. I've wrenched you. Should have made you a wrench a long time ago. We're wrench buddies. Hey, Huckster, the Morning Muggles. Fish. I watch Red Dragon. There you go. For your challenge. Have a great week. I'm off to work. All right, buddy. Have a good one. Howdy, Mr. Fish. Mika, their fish. The kid's name was Technoblade, and he was a legend. There you go. Yes, Technoblade. He was a legend. Look at the pig in the crown. You nailed it. Dude, I'm telling you, it really did. The second time I saw it with my wife, because I went by myself the first time because I'm like, I gotta go. This is gonna be the biggest film of the weekend, and you guys aren't ready to see it. And I have to, for my fans out there, I got to do a review. And she's like, oh my god, this is getting so much buzz. I want to go see it now. I'm like, okay, I'll go see it again. And I loved it just as much second time. I'm unapologetically a fan of that movie. Loved it. And I'm not going to throw shade after it like, that's a great movie, but it's a pretty bad movie, or what is it that people saying like, oh, I love this movie. Oh, but it's a horrible movie. I'm like, whatever. I mean, you can just still say you liked it without trashing it. Nobody's any good when they're all compressed. Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see. This non-spoiler. What cinematography you really love in Sinners? From all right. Well, let's see. Let's talk about it. All right. Hold on, Adrian. You came in just under Hisham, so we're gonna do yours right after Hisham. So here we go. Let's go back to the board. Ba-bam. Let's take off your things so we can see it. Here we go. So, Sinners. Here we go. This is the weekend, y'all. I knew it was going to be close. Actually, I thought it was going to be closer with Sinners and Minecraft because Sinners is an R-rated. I mean, it leans into the R, y'all. It's good. If you like your vampire movies bloody, you've come to the right movie. So it's a very specific audience. This isn't like what they call four quadrant. This isn't for the whole family. Your moms and dads aren't going to bring the kids. This is a gritty horror drama because much like From Dusk Till Dawn, it's one movie for like 2/3 of the movie. And then you get the vampires at the end, just like Dusk Till Dawn. But it's getting you there that I enjoyed. Like it's a slow burn, but I loved. So they have absolutely perfected the twins thing. And I said, I did this in my review. If anybody saw my review, give me a thumbs up if you saw the review. And you'd swear that Michael B. Jordan has a twin because they're interacting with each other. They're, putting their hands on each other. There's, passing each other cigarettes. They're handing each other things. And it's all without a camera cut. And it's not really one of those things where you stand really still and like an arm will come out and grab something because that's how how they would put a mask over somebody and they would just grab it. No, it's like they're full on, like every arm is in front of the other person. It's just brilliant. And like the personalities he puts into both of them, it's weird to say this, but it never felt like a gimmick. I don't know if it's just because Michael B. Jordan is so good, but it felt like I was watching two people all the time. They had different personalities. I loved everything that Michael did to both characters. And I love, their characters' names are Smoke and Stack. So they're the Smokestack twins. I just sort of love that. I don't know. I don't even know where they came from. Mika, you saw it. Like there was no real reference why, right? I think they were just given that because of maybe growing up, there was something to it. And of course, Smoke wore the blue stuff, like the blue hat and the blue this, and then Stack wore red. So it always made it easy. It's a gimmicky little thing, but it's very important too, because when the same actor's playing two characters, you cannot for 1 second confuse which is which, because it will confuse you 100%. So Smoke is in blue, Stack is in red. We're good to go. And Stack is a little bit more flamboyant, and sort of cavalier kind of guy. And then Smoke is a little bit more serious and get things done and, taking care of business kind of thing. And I don't know. I just didn't know what I was expecting from the trailer. I kind of thought, I don't know. This feels like a weird mix. And I saw a couple reviewers not dig it either. I'm like, but some loved it. But on Rotten Tomatoes, the thing, it was at 100% for the longest time. Then it's at like 98. I'm like, all right, well, maybe these reviewers, it just doesn't click with them because a lot of people are loving it. So I kind of went in with an even slate and really enjoyed it. I know there's talk about wanting it to be a franchise thing, but I can't talk about that because I'd have to tell you why that's a thing. Because when you see it, it doesn't feel like it's a franchise until something happens. But yeah, and I loved it that all the white people outside, they were all Irish. They're the vampires, right? And they're all singing their Irish jig outside, which is very kind of funny. Like, I don't know why I just never like saw a bunch of vampires as Irish guys. So that was, I love just a little thing like that, just a little touch. Like the three white people were Irish, full Irish, with the Irish accents and all that. But Danny boy, kind of thing. Let me in, just come on, let's go, let's play. I was like, all right, that's good, and it's a nice balance too, because all this great urban music inside the club and this Irish jig outside, and then Coogler was just playing with look and sound and music and God, just the cinematography. So, you brought that up, Hisham, cinematography. I thought it was just stupendous. This is very early in the year, but I feel like Sinners is the kind of movie that has a lot of Oscar worthy elements to it. So we'll see. I mean, it's a long time. I mean, it's only like a couple months after the actual Oscars. So it's a long time for the Academy to forget. And like, I don't know what it is about the Oscars too, because a lot of times, as soon as all the nominations come out, most of them are movies we've never even heard of yet. I'm like, what is going on? Are you telling me that 11 months out of the year there wasn't anything in those 11 months that we can put in this category? Oh yeah, there is. Oh, it's Dune 2 and what was the other popular one? There was two, Wicked. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, anything from the first 11 months, those are the two we're going to put in. Everything else you haven't even seen or heard of yet. So good luck finding those before the end of the year or before stuff. So anywho, there you go. So I loved it. I'm happy to say it won me over. A big fan. So can't wait to grab that on 4K. Oh, I think it'll look so good on 4K. But let's keep going. Minecraft came in at number 2 with 40.4 mil. The King of Kings is still doing very well in the top 5, 17.5. The Amateur probably on its way out soon, but it's still got enough to pull in 7 mil at number 4. And Warfare just hanging in there in the top 5 with 4.8. And coming next week, that's it. The Accountant 2. We've been talking all about it. So The Accountant 2, Until Dawn. Yes, another horror movie. So that's the other thing too. Like, I was worried too, and I know, Mika, you've seen it. So I think are you the only one here that's seen it so far? My thing was, I think the other reason I was sort of like exhausted to go see it is everything that comes out every week, there's a horror movie. I saw Nope the week before that, and then I saw the camp. I can't remember the damn movie. Hell of a Summer the week before that, and that was not good. So it's just horror. I'm like, oh, I'm just getting so tired of it. So, but I knew that Coogler was going to give something a little bit more elevated. So there it is. So that took the fatigue off, but I will say that is what I won't go see Until Dawn this weekend just because I don't have time for 2. It'll definitely be The Accountant 2. I think you got The Legend of Ochi. Speaking of Hell of a Summer, it's got Finn Wolfhard in that movie. And for all you Star Wars prequel fans, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, is getting its 20th anniversary, a re-release in the cinemas. So if you're kind of stoked to go relive that, because I do think that was probably the strongest of the 3 prequel movies, at least for me, that's the one to go see. There you go. Anybody else going to go see that? Again, because I like to see new stuff if I don't have enough time to catch a lot. I remember when they re-released the original trilogy, I couldn't find the time to go see like Jedi or something. I'm like, oh my God, I got to find time, y'all. So there it is. There it is, y'all. Yoink. That's what's coming. Anybody excited? What y'all going to go see? You got to tell me if you went and saw something and what you're planning, if you're planning on seeing anything. But Adrian, I see you. I feel you, bro. What's Sue going to get? I mean, I don't know. Because I know you're at home and you're sitting there scratching your chin saying, man, I wonder if Huck's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. He's probably thinking, what's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? Hey! What's Sue gonna get? And these guys too. How the silver crew. Tell him, Sue.
What's Sue gonna get?
What's Sue gonna get? I don't know, but hey! What's Sue gonna get? Right? I mean, does anybody know? Does anybody really know what Sue's going to get? I mean, we can ponder because it's worth pondering, and we're going to ponder right now, and we're going to use the digital bits today. We're going to go to a new one because I think it'll be cool to look at this one. It's got big old fat crazy things here. So Tombstone coming out on 4K Steelbook. I missed out. Of course, it's sold out, but it's all good. I do not have FOMO. It's good. Everybody that's getting it, good on you. Everybody that got Daylight, good on you. I missed them. But hopefully you did not. If you love Tombstone and you pre-ordered, good. But see, this is what's happening, y'all. This is where they're getting us now, right? Is they know we're still out here. And they're raising the prices, which is making us move a little slower. Some of us who don't have tons of pocketbook money to spend on these. So you kind of maybe slow your roll and maybe catch it in the next week or two. Maybe it drops $5 or there's a sale coming. So we wait. Oh, too late. We only made like X amount of them, right? So even though it's also limited, which we don't know until suddenly it's sold out, but it's also like raised in price. Anyway, so there's all these issues now. Anyway, let's keep going. We got Sneakers on 4K. Here's all the 4Ks. Foul Play, Career Opportunities, The Hunt, which I just got on Blu-ray. Captain Planet. It's like the complete series on Blu-ray. So that's cool if you're a Planeteer fan. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. It's like an autofile Blu-ray. I don't even know what this is though. They call it Purple Rain Audiophile Blu-ray. So it's the movie on, or the soundtrack on Blu-ray. Not really sure what that is. Yeah, you got a Criterion from Jean de Floret, Manon of the Spring. Oh, well, anyway, anybody going to pick that up? Never heard of it. Let's see, Warner Archives, you got Cheyenne, the complete series. Got some Ultraman, The Cruel Sea, Case of the Mystery Lane 2 movie collection. Whoa. Lady with a Sword on Blu-ray. Oh, yeah, look at that. Got a Yakuza Wives. They look pretty badass, y'all. The Art of Crime. Season 6 and 7. Let's just sort of roll through some of these sneakers on Blue. Jackie Chan, Miracles on Blu-ray. I love me some Jackie Chan. I don't know if I've seen Miracles. It looks great, though. It looks like a little gangster movie. Can you imagine that? A gangster movie, Jackie Chan? That sounds great. Ooh, Blaxploitation. Oh, collection. 4-film collection. And you don't got Blackula in there? Man. Because I missed out on that one. But that looks like a fun collection. What else we got? Drummer Boy, Christmas Live, BB King, On the Road. I like how they got music mixed into these as well. Snowpiercer season 1 and 3. There's a lot more on here than there is Blu-ray.com. Blu-ray.com didn't have a ton. So we're just going to kind of quickly go through this there. See if there's anything else to tell us out there. Nothing jumping out at me that I've heard of. What about you guys? The stuff at the bottom is always like, yeah, just put this down here. Like, the dead don't hurt. Good witch. All right, there you go. So obviously the bangers are up top here. There you go. So what y'all going to get? Little Tombstone. What's Sue going to get? Sneakers, Foul Play. Foul Play was okay, Career Opportunities. And there's a lot of fans of Career Opportunities. I got the Blu-ray on that, though. Whoa, my goodness. Hold on now. What is going on here? Let's use Taken. See if it focuses on the letters. Wow, what's going on here, y'all? Hold on. Put me in. There it is. StreamYard. All right, we're back, y'all. Where are we at? Ooh, 10 minutes left. All right. There you go. So now we got out there. What's Sue gonna get? There it is. Shablam. He's got there. Okay, so there's your 3 for 33, y'all. Go check it out. It's a good deal. Like if you don't have a lot of these 4Ks, man, I'd be scooping these up. But of them, I have a lot of those, except for Godzilla -1. What should I get, y'all? I'm at my disappointment. What? Oh, you check me out on your phone? What a stud, man. Straight up stud. Speaking about Coogler, how was like to see Creed? Oh, man, it's fantastic. I loved it. You kidding? I'm still angry Stallone didn't win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Can you imagine? He's nominated for Rocky 1, loses that, and then, 40 years later, he gets nominated for the same character again, and it just would have been like chef's kiss to say, man, you, because of that first movie, and you sticking to your guns and saying, only I can play this part, That's what made his career. He stuck to it. He became Rocky, did some sequels, then he became First Blood, then he locked himself in because of that, and then he started doing like all his other amazing movies. And like him and Schwarzenegger, they just carved their own path and just a little reward. I mean, I get it that I even forget who won off the top of my head, but Bridge of Spies guy, right? Pretty sure it's the dude from Bridge of Spies. Yeah, it's probably, good, but just give it the slide. Like sometimes, we're giving out a lot of legacy awards, right? They say Jamie Lee Curtis got it for, legacy kind of thing. And, Paul Newman got his Color of Money because we should have given it to him before. So here's like a opportunity to sort of reward. But I also hear like a lot of the industry, like, I don't know, they bump elbows with Stallone for whatever reason. Seems like a great guy and he's funny. I've met him a couple of times. He was nice both times. So yeah, but Coogler directing Creed was a great movie. It was really good. Love how they portrayed the twins and sinners, right? See, for twins, we could have saved this for twins, right? Love the slow build. That's what, yeah. That's what I was saying in my review. Is like, I didn't mind the slow burn because I was enjoying the characters so much. I was loving what Michael was doing with his characters and the other actors as well. Man, the rest of the cast is Delroy Lindo. Hello, best supporting actor. See that coming. I don't know. I was just pleasantly surprised by the film. I'm sitting in the chair waiting in front of them to come. That's right. Numb me while I wait. Noise. Did you hear that Kingdom of Heaven is completely sold out? Nope. Really wanted to see the Star Wars 3. There you go. Well, you really want to see it. All right, well, hopefully you'll get to go see it. So you've already changed your thumbnail to match it. Jennifer Connelly was beautiful when she was young. It's great. She's still beautiful. Still. Man, you see her in Top Gun Maverick? Still smoking. There's a reason they picked her. Like, wow, she's aging like fine wine, man. Love me some J-Con. No, she doesn't need no stupid hyphen. She's Jennifer Connelly, man. Sadly, these companies have decided to go ahead and give scalpers an easy job, right, dude? But guess what? If we're not going to pay, at least I'm speaking for me now. If I'm not going to pay $50, I sure as heck ain't going to pay $200 or whatever the scalpers are going to try to milk out of, desperate FOMO people that missed out. Now if you bought 10 of those expecting to do it, I hope you sit on all 10 of those. That's what I say. It's like, all right. I mean, I guess it's your way to make a quick buck in this day and age. And I don't blame anybody for it because, the economy is like sucking lately. So, maybe people got to do that. What up, Huckster and everyone? Eli. What's going on, bro? Welcome to the show. Eli, where am I at? 853. Holy hand grenades. All right, hang on. We also got the dead. Do I have any more? Just looking at my graphics to see if I had any other. All right. You know what, y'all, because we got 7 minutes. Whoa. Let's just do this real quick because it's coming up. We're gonna talk real quick about the T-Birds or T-Bolts, I should say. Coming up. What do y'all think? Here we go. You got your Thunderbolts coming up, right? So here we go. There we go. Let's put it on this side. So I mentioned earlier that the tracking for this film is lower than expectations, right? It's like in that 70 mil area, which is less than Captain America 4. So I decided to just throw this graphic up and talk about it real quick and, might be able to dial some of this in. So first of all, look at this cast, it has nobody of prominence, and that's, and I'm not shortchanging anybody. I mean, the highest profile here is probably Bucky Barnes, right? Winter Soldier. But so you got Red Guardian, like, okay, 3 of these characters were from the Black Widow movie. Red Guardian, Yelena Belova, and Taskmaster. And a lot of people weren't huge fans of that. I liked it. I liked Black Widow. I think it came a little late. I think she should have got her own movie before they offed her. But so those 3. Ghost comes from Ant-Man 2. And I know Ant-Man isn't like the biggest franchise for fans. So how many people know about Ghost? And then you get to the right side, John Walker, U.S. Agent. You had to have watched a TV show to know him, right? So he was in Falcon and Winter Soldier as the U.S. agent. Of course, you got your Bucky Barnes as Winter Soldier. By the way, on IMDb, he's not even credited as Winter Soldier. He's simply just Bucky Barnes. So you just have to know him as Bucky Barnes. And then you get that dude in the back, Photoshop in the back, Sentry, which is like a new addition. So, I mean, as good as it looks, maybe just the lack of character recognition is what's causing the low projections. Like, people think it looks fun, but there's no investment in any of these characters. Even Bucky Barnes showed up in Captain America 4 and could have had a really good role in that. But like, I think he's running for some political office. I don't even know if that's going to roll over into this film. You'd think you'd keep consistent with that, since you literally just set that up in your previous movie. But of all the people, I mean, Bucky Barnes has had the most screen time of all these characters, and yet he's kind of pushed over to the right side. Like, Yelena Belova's right center. In fact, if you look at her, I didn't do this. This is just a graphic I already found. She's front and center and bigger than everybody. Like, her image is slightly larger. So I get it. It's Black Widow's sister, and she's probably the center of the film. I don't know. I'm at a loss to know what's really keeping the tracking low. But my thought is it's because a lot of these characters no one really knows. So you have to go into this with a little bit more of a Guardians of the Galaxy approach, which is, okay, they may not be top tier, but maybe it's just a heck of a lot of fun. And that's what ended up being Guardians of the Galaxy. So let me know what y'all think. Sorry, I know we're doing a little quickie, but that's that. That's what I'm thinking, y'all. Be curious though. It's coming out soon. All right, 1 second. Just got to make sure I can hang with you guys a few more minutes or not. If we got to do a quick bailout, I got to check in. I'm pulling up the secret connection. My Oscar Goldman. Nobody knows what you're talking about. My M, my Q. Bond references. Come on. All right, there is no note yet about the meeting. But anyway, let's proceed, y'all. Let's just whip through these. We're just going to end it. Just chatting with you guys. Gordon Medina, Thor. What up, Thor? Control is a pretty solid. It's about music biopic. Oh, about Joy Division. That's cool. Sam Neill will join Godzilla X Kong 3. Nice. It's cool. Hey there, Adrian. Is it possible that tariffs are increased? Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's not even a question. They will start jacking those up because, a lot of these things are also duplicated in another country. Like, how many of your DVDs look on the back and says, made in Mexico, because we just don't have a lot of duplication plants out here anymore. And if they do use them, you got to get in line. It's like, oh, okay, Arrow's using it now. Oh, okay, Kino Lorber's using it. So yeah, I think that's probably why prices are already a little high, but that could also just be studios trying to mess with us. Have you seen the trailer? I did. Yeah, it did look pretty wicked, man. Yeah, him looks good. Although he's not directing it, which is a little bit of a bummer. I think he's just writing it, right? Another great morning mug. Have a great weekend, y'all. Wow, Jeff, look, you guys nailed it. You came right to it at 8:59. Bravo, everyone. Oh, I tip my hat to you. It's been a great day, great morning. Thanks for hanging out, talking about all this good stuff. You guys are always the best. I know these are a little shorter now that the new job starts a little bit earlier, but it's still fun to get out here and find out what Sue's going to get, what you guys are going to get, and the Stewboat crew's going to get, and Tony and Dave and all those people. And just chatting with you guys is always a pleasure. I hope we covered a bunch of good stuff for you today. If you get out there, see a movie this weekend, let me know what it's going to be. If you haven't seen Sinners, I highly recommend it. That's going to do it for today. You guys are the best. Until next week, see you later. Thank you to all my Cafe members for their support. And if you'd like to be a Cafe member to help support the channel, please consider hitting that join button now. for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.